Is it good, boy? Look, boy. Look, boy. Look. Huh. What happened to the cat? He's gone. Oh well, since he's gone, let's see what we can cook up today. I know the title says Italian sausage and eggs and steamed rice. Oh man. There's nothing in the freezer, man. Shit. How about in this freezer? Ice cream. Thing of some original sausage. Some ice, popsicles. But in here, nothing but water. Plenty of sodas. Oh good, we got 2 eggs. Let's take that out. I got 2 eggs. Thought out some sausage down here. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, just got back from dialysis, and it's 4:30. What is it? 4:36. Yeah, I get out like around 4-ish. Yeah, so and usually it's so easy, you know, because I'm out of dialysis, you know, and usually people say, oh, you're tired and shit, you know, and so easy to tempted to buy, you know, fast food, which I've been doing like since the end of last month, like around 30th, I think 31st. I got 2 burritos, and then the 4th or 3rd I got like 2 burritos, and then yesterday I got some ribs from Chris and Pitts. But it's so easy to fall into that trap, you know. Not only that, but it's expensive, man. Each burrito was like almost it was like $9, so 18.36, and then I got some ribs, and it was like another. But did give me a soup here, chicken and beef soup. Got those from yesterday. I can eat, you know. Let me see if I can see it. Let's see. So that meal was like $20. So I spent almost I spent almost $60 on fast food in like 3 days, man. That's the most that I've ever spent. I usually eat maybe once a month, and it's easy to fall into that victim, you know, of just buying food and shit, but it's expensive. So I'm pretty much tapped. I could bought a freaking skateboard, you know. I mean, yeah, then you choose skateboard, right? That's what people would say. So I mean, you look around my house here. You know, we got like. So those 3 meals I ate, I could have had another skateboard right here. You know, I could have had another one right there with that price. So I got a bunch of them over here. Yeah, that's what I do. Like, you know, I got all these down here. Yeah, that's what I do. Is like, that gives me incentives, you know. Not only that, but my lab at dialysis was bad because I kept drinking a lot of water, you know. I kept gaining a lot of water, and because of all the salt of those food is really salty. So not only lost like almost $60, I drink a lot of water. My lab doesn't look too good, you know, because of the sodium and everything. So Alright, let's get cooking. I could have been cooking my rice this whole time. Like I said, it's easy to fall in that trap, man. Especially, you know, when you have like money, you know, especially you live with a family that's supportive and they're like, you know, hey, you know, don't worry about it. You know, it's like they'll say, hey, you know, get whatever you want to eat. Get something good, you know. But the thing is, it's not good, you know. Like, unless you cook your own food, it's the only way to make food good. But like I said, it's easy to fall into that victim, you know, of just doing it. But so right here, it's quick, you know. I mean, so always have rice and noodles around, you know, or pasta or whatever I'm gonna have around, because they're easy to make, you know. So my sister tells me wash like the rice like three rinse, but I don't know, I don't want to waste water, you know. It's easy to, she said, because she has like a little bit like color, whatever, like diluted, whatever, you know, the smoky. Yeah, just get this is the best one right here. It's a medium one. I also have a large one over there. See, this one's much bigger. I like this one the most, you know. See, this is the size. See the difference there? I only break this out like if I'm making like food for other people in the house. If not, then you could just you know, just a lot of times I just cook my my air fry, you know, but sometimes can't beat the good old frylich. Yeah, this I'm gonna cook it low. Yeah, it's pretty easy. You could just do this. You could even fry this and then make like if you want, you can make like rice soup. Yeah, these Italian sausages, they come in a square pack, so this is half of the pack. They're pretty salty, but I'm gonna fry 2 of them because you can just fry one up, eat it with the rice. I'm gonna fry 2 so that way I have some to eat tomorrow. You know, when I'm playing games or with kid or whatever, because you know, because today's Friday, so. So I just want to, you know, sometimes you just want to kick it. Yeah, fried low, and then we're going to throw these 2 eggs in there. Hopefully our rice would be cooked up, you know. You can cook it higher heat, but then it's going to be too crunchy, you know. Not crunchy, but burnt. It's going to be some, after a while, there's going to be some grease. You just soak it up with a paper towel, or just pour it out in the trash, or whatever, you know. But don't pour it in there when it's hot, okay? I mean, you can, but be careful because they'll burn the lining on the trash can. Yeah, the problem is, you know, a lot of people is, you know, they think it's too hard to cook, you know. Cooking's too hard. It's not. You just gotta practice, you know. It's like anything else. Just do a little bit at a time. Maybe cook some eggs or cook some toast, you know, just little things like that. And the rice, you don't have to do anything, you know. Just put in the rice cooker. I usually cook soup with it. You just fry it like this, and you just pour water in it, in there, and then just put a scoop of rice in you know, a soup, but I've been eating a lot of soup. Plus I have that other soup in there, and I gotta watch my my water, you know, my water level. Yeah, getting back to life, man. A lot of people, you know, don't want to admit that they're overweight, you know, or use other easy words, you know. I just tell them, hey, you're fat, dude, you know. That's in order to move on, a lot of times it doesn't matter if you're ugly, you're fat, you're whatever, you know. You have to face reality, you know, and move on. Otherwise, you know, a lot of people keep making fun of them. I mean, not making fun, make excuse for themselves. Like they'll say, "Oh, it's my metabolism. I eat less than a skinny guy." You know, like these excuses people make all the time. You know, like they'll say, "Yeah, but maybe you're like only 5 foot tall, and the skinny guy maybe is like 6'2". You know, of course he's gonna eat a lot. Look how big he is, right? Like the comparison is always not cut and dry, you know. Like don't give you evidence of, you know, how tall was the guy, how skinny was he. You know, skinny can mean anything. He could be like, I weigh about 132, and I'm 5'7", you know. So I mean, that's skinny, but I mean, this right here is gonna make like 2 or 3 meals for me. You get some girl that weighs like, she's like 5 foot tall, she weighs like 180 or whatever. There's no way this is gonna be 3 meals for her, you know, with the rice. Like I can make this 3 meals for me, you know, easily. You know, but at the same time, I'm like out there riding my skateboard too, you know, like I just got back riding my skateboard from dialysis, you know. Like I try to go there every other day, you know, and ride my skateboard. I was hurt for a little bit, so I wasn't even riding, you know. I wasn't riding because I hurt my butt, my right butt cheek about 2 months ago. And to make matters worse, because when you're on dialysis, your kidney doesn't work, right? That's the reason why you're on dialysis. And then one of the functions that your kidney does is send you know, signals to your bone, telling your bone to like make red blood cells, you know. But because I don't have kidney, they gave me Epogen shot, which is the brand name Epogen, EPOGEN. And a lot of like people with cancer and AIDS and stuff like that, they take the same thing. Those things are expensive, you know. And they gave me 8,000. But you know, in that they, you know, they always ask me if I, you know, poop blood or bleeding anywhere and stuff like that. I'm like, no, man, that's just how it is. It's normal. It's always been like that. My blood would sometimes randomly just go low like that. Even they give me, when I was on home dialysis, I used to have to give my, you know, my wife would give me the shots. You know, they give me like a couple bottles or like 4 bottles a month or something like that, and I would have to she'd give me the shots, you know, to keep yeah, that's how it works, you know. And so because I got hurt and then I had no blood, you know, my blood was giving you an idea, normal blood level is about 13 to 15 for normal people, okay. And I was just making sure that the thing is kind of low, the fluid. And normal people is about 13 to 15. And about 2 weeks ago, my blood was only 8.2. So I was skating there and I was taking breaks. So I was all tired, you know, right out of breath. So for like 2 weeks, I didn't skate. Not only that, but because I didn't have blood, my bruise that I got on my butt wasn't wasn't healing either, you know. So for 2 weeks I was just laying around playing games and shit. And then because I didn't skate for like a month or whatever, you know, so then my legs, all my muscle died, you know. So all my muscle died, and then you know, my muscle died, and then so it's hard to, you know, when you don't do something for a while, you have to motivate yourself to do it. Just like cooking, right? You don't cook, you know, especially if you have family that get you food and shit all the time, or your husband or your wife or boyfriend or girlfriend. They're actually hindering your growth, you know. So yeah, so now my butt is since last week it's healed up, so I'm very happy. Now I can go skate and stuff again. So see this meal right here, get back to the meal. Look, you could just wrap this up in a tortilla. You know, you can make a burrito. That's how they make egg burrito, you know. But the problem is they put all kinds of shit, you know. This is salty as it is. People put like cheese and sour cream and all that stuff, you know. So for me, I just eat it with plain rice because that will kill it, you know, will kill you know, just look at your body, you know. You know what your body needs, and if you need to lose weight or not. And a lot of people do, you know, but they don't want to admit it to themselves, you know. And if you don't do that, you never move on. But you do need, you know, a good health, a good amount of, you know, protein and calories and stuff like that too. It's like a car, right? You have a car. Is your car, you know, on empty? No, it's always got at least quarter of a tank, eighth a tank, whatever, right? And you try to fill it up sometimes, right? But the problem is people fill it up too much. Like, I'm talking about their body, you know. And remember, your body is all muscle, everything. Your brain, your heart, all kinds of organs, whatever, all muscle. It's like your stomach lining. So think of your stomach lining like a balloon, you know. Did you ever see those guys? They make puppets out of those long balloons, those skinny balloons. They make like little animal and stuff like that. What they have to do before they blow it, they stretch it, right? They stretch it long ways. So when they stretch it, you know, so it was easier to blow in the bubble, in the balloon. Same thing what happens to your body, your stomach, you know. When you eat a lot of food, your stomach stretches, you know. And that means it wants to. Just think of this pot, right? Let's say, okay, it's cooked already, but so think of this pot, right? This little one. Let's say you got a small stomach. Like, let's say right here, right up here, up here is the level, okay, of you full. Now just think of this pot. The level is full, is right here. Look. So you're gonna need more food, right? So then if you get the really big one, like this one, right? Now look at this one, right? The level is right here. So you need more. So what you gotta do is you gotta go back from that one, you know? And if you look at this one, you have like a long one, the level is right here, right? It's wider. It's not as deep, but it's wider. So you gotta do is you gotta practice, you know. You gotta practice eating less, you know, but at the same time, not that you gotta exercise too, so that way you get back to this level, you know. That way it's only like that. But not just eating less, but you know, you gotta exercise, you know. Kind of think about it. You know, what you put in, you gotta, you know, put out, you know what I mean? Otherwise, And yeah, so that's cooked, and then we're just waiting for the rice here to cook. And when the rice is cooked, we'll come right back then, okay? Alright, the bad boy popped up to orange. Usually I let it cool down for like, you know, take it out and let it cool down for, you know, 5 or 10 minutes. That way it doesn't stick to the pot. Unless you have the good shit, you know, the good pot. Then you know, I mean, they won't stick. So now we go here, set our table. I mean, I also have a lot of canned goods and, you know, there's other stuff for, you know, just in case. Spam's always good to have. They're really high sodium though, you know. So what I do is I get one of these little cup here. Get one of the so it's cool. See these so we got a lot of water, plenty of water. Got some down here too to make ice, you know. So you can use these and then just, you know, I just put it in there. Oh, that's not cool. Foul. Anyway, yeah, we got those. I made these little Kool-Aid in this iced tea thing. Little Kool-Aid. Kool-Aids are easy to make, you know. So I do just one of these cups. That's like 4 ounces, 8 ounces. That's 8 ounces of fluid. I'm allowed 32 ounces. Yeah, every day. So I'll try not to get there. But sometimes if you don't see, I have a bunch of Kool-Aid back here. See, lots of it. All you need is sugar and water. Lots of water. We got lots of water. Yeah, put it here. Then we'll make a little plate. A lot of times I just use this, you know, this by itself, and eat it as a plate because you know, why waste another bowl, you know, to wash. See, that's pretty good. A little bit more. I haven't eaten all day, so maybe a little bit more. Throw us a fancy spoon. Yeah. And then take it over there. Alright, so that's it. I gotta get my pills. This calcium acetate 665. It's called calcium acetate. So I got, because what happens is every food has phosphorus. Phosphorus is not good. So phosphorus is like kind of like preservatives, you know. Every food has preservatives, so they can preserve it so they don't so your food doesn't you know, spoil. The Italian sausage. Yeah, it's salty. Reminds me of in Laos, you know. My mom would give us a little piece of sausage like this big because it's so salty, or a little, you know, what they call padak, you know, gel padak, right? The fermented fish dipping sauce. Get a little bit, and you just get the sticky rice, and you would just dip it in there. Sometimes when we have nothing, I'll just put some sticky rice. Now just pour a little salt in it and mash it around, and then put it on the fire and then like grill it. That's like, I guess that could be like the cheap French toast. So yeah, I grew up, you know, stuff like that where we have nothing, and this right here is plenty, you know, because I grew up eating nothing. So yeah, and then when you it's not the kids' fault. You know, kids, and I'm saying kids are like, when I say kids, they're like 30 and under, okay? I'm not talking about little kids. I'm talking like, you could be in your 20s and you're still a kid because you haven't learned to progress your character, you know? Like you haven't learned the way of the world, you know? As far as like being out and facing, you know, big challenges, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you're in the middle of nowhere and, you know, your car broke down, and I mean, of course here, you know, these days everybody's got a smartphone now. I mean, that's why sometimes I when you hear these people like die because they went on a trail and then they got lost, I don't get that, because everybody has GPS. You could, like they have a store here, Big Five. You can even buy a GPS thing, you know. Plus they have those little flint lock thing. You could just don't have to, like, you know, back in the day, whatever, hit rocks. No, those flint thing, man, they light right away. But I mean, the thing, if you're into that survival and camping and shit like that, you should know these basics, right? But because like I said, when I say kids, I'm talking 30 and under, okay? Rely too much on the smartphone and technologies, you know? You forget. So the simplest thing, going back to caveman, is cooking, you know? I mean, you make weapons, you go out and you hunt. The men go out and hunt, or whatever, because, you know, the men are much stronger. Bring it back, and the women help clean and gut it and cook and everything, you know? Like, everybody has their own purpose now. You know, like, you hear all the time, even my nephews and nieces and stuff, they're like, oh, we got nothing to eat, you know? Nothing to eat. Because your mom and dad, if you have mom and dad, most of the people are single, you know? Single mom, single dad. They're working all the time trying to better give the kids what they want, so they can, you know, try and give the kid the newest iPhone or whatever, because that way they don't get make fun of, you know? So they're not home to train them to cook, right? And either that or they take them to a babysitter, like, you know. And most babysitters are kids themselves. Like, I remember a lot of girls that I knew when I was living in Clovis, they were like 13, 14 years old, and they're babysitting, right? They are babies themselves, you know. So you got those kind of people raising you. Or you take them to daycare where someone's watching over like 15 to 30 kids at one time. So a lot of times, kids grow up just watching YouTube. Well, they didn't have YouTube back then, but now they do, you know. TikTok or Facebook or whatever, you know. That's why they're learning this stuff. That's the reason why I want to make this video, because I was falling into that trap. Well, I have money. I mean, not a lot, but I have more than usual, because I got $22. I went to recycling yesterday. Took my cans and plastic. That's why I bought the rib combo, and it was like 20. Then there was this black dude. He was in a wheelchair. He kept going, "Oh, I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty." So the soda, the 32-ounce Pepsi in a thing was like $3 something, right? $3.19, and he only had $2. So I got $22. I ended up giving my last $2 to him, so he can get a drink, you know. And because my meal was $20, but it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like that's how it should be, you know. But that's the problem. If you have problems with your life or things like that, you know, maybe instead of saying me, myself, and I, you know, maybe help other people too. Don't help them to like hinder their growth, but help them a little bit. Like that dude in the wheelchair. I mean, that in that instant, you know, he wanted a drink, and they only sell one size drink, which is $3.19. Otherwise, everybody else was in line. They weren't even like looking at him. They thought he was just some crazy black dude in a wheelchair, you know. He just kept going, you know, and started rapping and so. I mean, yeah, it's easy to see that. So I don't know where I'm getting at, but the thing I'm getting at, I guess, is you know, just if you're in a relationship or something like that, or you have a friend and stuff like that, just close your eyes sometimes and listen to people, not just them, but anybody you listen to. If you hear I, me, myself, you know, anything, those selfish words, just whatever, you know, just listen to it, but you know, just ignore it. I mean, just, I guess, be there for your friends or whatever, but because what happened is it's just, especially like when people come over and they say, "Oh, I got a problem with my boyfriend or my wife, my husband," and they'll start telling you, "Oh yeah, I mean, you know, he went fishing and blah blah." I don't think anybody fish anymore, but anyway. And you just close your eyes, and you hear, you know, that person say, "I was at home. I was the only one watching the kids. I had to do all the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning. I had to," you know, yeah, I. That means they don't really care about. They're trying to get you to side with them, you know. But then you could agree with that person, or you could try to explain it, but then at the same time, that person's gonna be mad at you, right? Like, let's say, maybe you say, well, maybe whatever the problem was the other person had was late, or didn't have their phone, or whatever, they couldn't call, or, you know, it's our reason. You know, maybe the cell tower was bad. Maybe he didn't have any. Forgot the charger. Maybe always look in the positive side. See, that's how you can tell if the person, if someone's a good person or not. Okay, like I was watching this YouTube video. I guess it was Steve Harvey was having the women and the men. And the woman was, the lady was like, you know, I saw my husband come out with a girl laughing and everything. They're giggling and laughing, so I went up to him and say, you know, who's this woman? Who's this girl? Whatever, right? You know. So just straight up accusing him, right? Could be it could have been an old friend in high school or what, but somewhere, right? So the guy was saying in the video, the right way to say it, she should have walked by them, acknowledged the husband, and say, "Hey, I'm gonna get a drink." They were at a wedding, okay, by the way, they were at a wedding or a party, whatever. Say, "Hey, I'm gonna get something to drink. Do you want anything?" And then she could say, Oh, by the way, I'm whatever her name is, and I'm blah blah blah's husband. Okay, let's say the name was Angela. Hi, my name is Angela, and I'm Tom's wife. Nice to meet you. And then she would have said, "Hey, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you, Angela." And then you just go on your way. You said a nice way to tell her that he is married and you're his wife, right? Versus the other way where they're like, "Who's this girl? Why are you laughing?" You know, like accusing them already. So what that tells you about that person is, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're crazy," right? Because it's so easy to just say you're crazy, you know. But the thing is, the guy Tom, that's probably the first thing that's gonna come up to his head. It's like, "Oh, you're crazy," you know. Because if you are a confident person, not a jealous person, you know, like the 7 deadly sins, you know that whoever that person is talking to not gonna replace you because you're confident. You know, you have skills. You know how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to do a lot of things. You're smart, right? So people like that, to me, come up like that means like they're insecure, right? They think like anybody can replace them, you know. And that's what happens. You know, you just gotta strive to be a better person and try to, like, you know, if they leave, it wasn't meant to be, right? But if you go out, you know, stomping your feet and everything and telling people, "Hey, you know what?" Accusing people of things. See, that's what I hate the most. Is when someone accused me of stuff that I didn't do, you know? I mean, I might have done things in the past, but like somebody says, "Oh, you know, how come you didn't call me? Were you with some girl's house?" Or especially when you're older, you know. I'm 49 years old, dude. I don't need, you know what I mean? Come on, we're not freaking, you know, junior high people, right? That's what gets there's a lot of things, you know, some people don't get is like, you can't just go accusing people, you know, like, you know what I mean? Just let them do what they do, and then, like I said, it wasn't meant to be, it doesn't meant to be, you know? I don't know, I'm just ranting. I'm just ranting just because, you know, because, I made a video for a while, and with this, people seems to blame a lot of stuff on the COVID-19 because we're in a pandemic. You know why people do that, right? Because when you're in a pandemic or in a struggling stage where the world is gone, you know, like, you know, a lot of pressure and everything, the truth comes out of that person, whether you do it on purpose or not, you know, like what they say, what they do, it comes out. They're not that same person that you think they are, but put them under pressure, just like COVID-19. You hear that all the time. People, "Oh, because COVID-19, or, you know, like all these riots and shit." Yeah, no. There have always been those people that wanted to break in shit, you know. They just want to get that reaction, right? Getting back to my ribs yesterday. So I was standing to get on the window to order my ribs, and there was this man. He's probably in his 50s or whatever. He owns a like a electrician, or he has one of those white van, you know, with the ladder on top. I didn't see him coming out of that, but hindsight, you know, you look back. And he had another younger guy, probably in his 20s, standing like about 3 feet away from me, right? So I can see his reflection. There's a window, right, with the glass. I can see his reflection. He's like right behind me, dude. I was like, hey, you know, hey, can you stand back, dude? You're not 6 feet. So he goes, he moved back like a foot maybe, and he's like, how about now? I said, no, dude, that's not 6 feet. So he kind of ticked me off, okay? So I go, move over there. There's, okay, a lot of places, I don't know if you know, they put a lot of like X's of the duct tape on the ground. Even that tape is off, you can still see the sticky, you know? If you're that type of person that's out observant, you know? And then they had a, says pipeline with an X on it, spray painted next to it. I go, right there, dude, that's where the line should be. And he says, oh, this is pipeline. You know, I was thinking, oh, congratulations, you know, you know how to read. I'm like, no, behind it, right there, and that, like, I had to, you know. But then he's like, what, you know, what's wrong with where I'm right here? So you gotta think it's, like, let me draw you something real quick, okay? This is the window, right? And I'm right here. The X was like right back here, right? And then it goes like that. Okay, it goes that way. Okay, and this is the line. He's standing like right here with this other guy. And right next to the window, there's some benches right here, 2 benches. Like when you wait for your food. So he might be 6 feet from me here, but he's only 2 feet away from the benches. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why the line's over here and it goes over here. Because you're way far from the benches and you're far from this. Not only that, this is a sidewalk, right? So you're right here by the red curb. You're clear of the path. Where he's standing right here. Let's say somebody comes in a wheelchair or whatever. But, I mean, if I have to sit there and draw a picture like that, it's like, that's what your brain is for, you know? I guess a lot of people don't have common sense, you know? I mean, okay, 6 feet means not just where you're facing, alright? It's 6 feet radius around you is 6 feet. So if you see a bench and you're not 6 feet from there, go this way. You look behind you, somebody's not 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? But so this guy he owns a company, and you could tell his worker, the young man that was working for him, he didn't say or do anything. So that means you could tell right there by I don't know the guy, but I could tell he's a shitty boss, right? Because his worker didn't even want to jump in and say stuff, right? He's just like, I'm out of it. You know? And you know, that's... And then so I told him... So he, I can see the reflection, and he kept whispering, right? With his the guy that works for him. And in my head, I'm like, thinking, dude, you're fucking, I'm 49, you probably know 5 years older than me or whatever. I said, dude, you want to go? Let's go, you know? I said, cut this shit out, dude. You fucking gossiping like a little girl. So then he looks at me and says, where are we going? I was like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean. I'm not saying I'm a tough guy, but it's the principles. Okay? The principle is, if one of those CDC or whatever, the people that regulate the regulation for these stores to be open, sees like 3 people standing so close, right? They can come down and shut that store down. But see, the thing with me is, I don't have a car. See right here? This is my car right there. See? See that bike right there? That's my car. See the skateboard over there? Okay? Okay, that's my car. And I can't ride my bike in a drive-through. I have limited place. There was a in and out close to my house, but I have to go the one like 2 miles down because they have a little window where they'll let me buy stuff through the window. But the one with the dine-in, you can't go in there, drive-through only. Okay. So the thing is, he has a car. He can go anywhere, any place, and order anything. See me, it's limited for me, right? I can only go these certain places where I can get through the window, right? Order through the window. And that's the principle, you know. Like, I don't get like what these people don't get, you know. Not only that, people are dying all the time, you know. Just, I mean, you see, look at all these masks I got over here, man. Look at that, you know. Look at all those masks over there, you know. Look at this. Boom, you know. So this is for skateboarding and this is for dialysis, right? And this is extra. Like, I get the new ones from dialysis. I save it. You know, and then getting back to that I, you know, I, myself, me, whatever. So he probably never had anyone stood up for him, you know. I mean, not stood up for him, but to him, not for, to. And then they left because I guess he ordered from the app. Because when he went to the window, he got his food right away, right? And then he left, and then they call me to get my food. So one of the girls was like thanking me. I guess that guy comes there all the time, you know, just like that. He doesn't pay attention where he stands, you know, because she thanked me. She's like, oh, good, thanks for standing up, which made me feel good, you know, because the workers can't do nothing because they work there, they get fired. The guy can be like, oh, you know, I've been coming here all the time, spending hundreds of dollars, and these fucking workers are, you know, accusing me of shit, and she can get fired for that, right? Especially women workers, they don't want to deal with that shit. Maybe, you know, a lot of them, I think, have kids and stuff, you know, they have a family. You notice that, like, food places, there's always, you know, mostly women, you know, serving and selling and stuff. So then there's another situation. I know, I'm just ranting. It's a ranting video. I'm not gonna say who it is, but this one person, I was telling him about that I live month to month, right? Our rent is month to month. I've been here since, we've been here. Now there's me catching eye. Well, cause my wife's not here. She's she hurt her foot. She kicked one of the pedal on the bike, cut her foot. So she's in a hospital because she's diabetic, so it's not healing. So they might have to chop her toe off on Monday. Anyway, y'all. I was telling him, because they just fixed up, I'm in number 5. They fixed up the number 1 over there, the unit. And he's renting for $1,100 a month. Okay? First and last month. So you're looking $2,200. We don't have those kind of money, you know? I've been here since, well, we've been here. See, there's me going I again. Thanks to my wife that keeps reminding me, though. That's how I got it, you know? I mean, I'm not saying, like I said, it's easy to say I, but then when you get a nice, beautiful partner, they remind you of your flaw, you know? So we've been here since 2010. It started out, it would have been 600, but see, I have that air back there? Air conditioning. Right back there. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. So we were paying $45 for air conditioning, because this whole place is paid, like all the electricity, gas, everything's paid. So whatever we paid is like, that's it. So we are paying, if you take $875 take 1100 minus that. That's 200 and right, 9, 10, yeah, $225 less, right? Than the people coming in new. So I was telling him that, no, dude, with month to month, there's no rules, and he kept saying, oh, this is the coronavirus, times are different. I said, no, man. I was raised by my mom. I'm not gonna say my dad because he's kind of a, he's like, I don't know, he's a shit dad. You know, not shit, but mostly my mom, you know. She taught me good morals, right? Which a lot of people don't have, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to judge anybody, but the way I see things, doesn't matter if you're right or you're wrong. It's the morals, you know. So let's say he said something about blah 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 blah. We gotta move out. Then we're gonna move out. And he kept saying, "Oh, they can't do that. There's a coronavirus going on, and there's a lot of people that don't you know, that don't pay their rent and shit like that, you know." But yeah, that just getting back to I said, no, it doesn't matter what year, what time. It could be the 1200, the 2000, 3000, whatever. Morals never change, you know. Good morals never change. The way I believe, my mom taught me, is the way I do it. I don't care if I'm right. It doesn't matter, you know. They have the right because they own this place. And whatever they say, because I was telling them that, you know, like, there's some shit in here that we need to be fixed, because my toilet right there is all broken. I mean, it's bad. I mean, like, I hate to talk about toilets and stuff like while, you know, we're eating and stuff, but yeah, it's the wood and everything. And he's like, oh, get him get the landlord to fix it. It's like this, right? First of all, I'm paying 200. Oh, we are. Yeah, there's me, M again. I was saying M because she's not here, and you just look over and she's here. First of all, we're paying. See, the reason why I keep saying I is because my wife and I, we have different account. We're not joint. So my money, I pay the rent. Okay. Then her money, she buys everything for the house, the food, whatever we need for the house. She pays for the internet, you know, like, so it's even, right? That's the reason why I keep saying I, is because I'm the one that get my money, and I buy a money order, and then I just pay for the rent right away. That's the reason why. I'm not saying I, as in me, that she's not doing anything. Like I said, her money, she buys everything for the house. This rice I'm eating, this sausage and eggs, she bought all that, you know? And some of the games I have, she buys for me. Some of the skateboard, you know, a lot of things. This Kool-Aid, everything. This freezer here, everything, you know? It's like there's no rules, you know, we just do it. That's the reason I kept saying I, because I was the one that go out and buy the money order. So I say, look, we're not, we're paying $225 less than everybody, you know, whoever the newcomers come. So let's say they invested, cause that I don't know, like 5 years ago we got that counter. You see all that? The kitchen is all marbled and everything like that. That was like $2,000. Okay, that piece of marble was like $1,100 for that marble. Okay, that granite, whatever. So if they're gonna come in and do the toilet, the whole tile, the wood, everything, let's say another like $2,000. How are they gonna get the money back from us when we're already paying $225 less? You see? So what are they gonna do? So I was telling them, it's like you driving this 1967 Mustang, right? It's all rusted and everything, whatever. You drive it, nobody cares, right? Because it's a piece of shit, right? But it works for you. But let's say you start getting rims and tires and this and that, you got paint job, everything. Now somebody's gonna try to steal it. In other words, if the landlord comes and fixes that up, he already fixed the kitchen, right? Kitchen's already like perfect. I mean, you can see all the tiles down here. It's like perfect, right? Only thing need to be done is the bathroom. That's it. Once you do the bathroom and then just paint the walls, it's brand new house, brand new apartment. They already did the roof. They did the... Out of all those houses, they only did number 1 and this one. There's 8 of them. 8 apartments that's exactly like this. And he only done 2. Okay, done this one, and he done the number 1. Okay? So only thing this house needs is the bathroom. Alright? So anyway, so if they do that, it's not him, he's not the owner. Like the owner's gonna say, hey, what the hell, you know? Alright, so if you have phobia, because words, you can say 1,000 words, but one picture would tell you the truth. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Enjoy. But, oh, I'm going to show you the toilet. I mean, there's no shit or nothing in it. It's just going to show you what I'm talking about. Alright? Because only, you know, sometimes the word, but sometimes it doesn't tell the truth, you know? I mean, the bathroom is pretty clean. Not clean, but, you know. See? So I'm going to close this door down, just in case some people have phobia. See that? See the gap? Look. See that? All these things are out. See? Oh, this is my shaver. I was looking for that. Fucker. Okay? So if you look here, look. See? I tried to stuff some tissues and shit, but the problem is the tile. See the tile? It's all broken. Okay? So what happened is, you know how your toilet floods and everything? So the house was flooded a couple of times, and not the house, the toilet, you know? And the water seeped into the wood under the tile, right? So this house this apartment used to be a motel, but yeah, let's was a built in the 50s, you know? Yeah. So what happened is the wood is so old, you know, so it finally caved in. Look at all the mint. The reason I come out here is to make it, you know, so you don't have that bad image in your head. You also gotta leave the nice chili pepper and the mint. More chili pepper over here, but hasn't been growing yet. So yeah, so the wood under the tile is broken, you know. So whatever it is, gotta do it, you know. Like I don't want to do it because then after that he's gonna raise the rent. So the one I'm talking about is right there. That's the one for 1,100. See the roof? They did that roof, they did this one. See the other ones? See the other ones? They're like different color. See? And then you look at this one. See how that one is like a bluish? See, like a bluish? And look at this one, you know? So yeah, that'll give me an excuse to either raise the rent to 1,100 or kick us out, you know? Either way, we can't pay it. Anyway, this time, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Enjoy.